Hey guys, welcome back to Easy Life. Today we continue our Snooker 19 career mode against Neil Robertson in the second round of the World Championship. In the first round we enjoyed a 10-7 victory over Mark King, making 2 century breaks along the way. In frame 9 the final frame, frame 17. So this is best of 25, first to 13 frames to advance quarterfinals.
Again, we're ready to start round 2 and the crowd here can't wait for the action to get underway.
According to Dave, the crowd can't wait for the action. Well, the crowd tend to remain pretty silent. Although, let's see, here's the Crucible.
First frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
And we're breaking off on the odd-numbered frames. So this first frame will be our break. I think we should do a coin toss to decide break-off, perhaps. Or a lag. Yeah, I don't think a coin toss would be fun in a video game. But I think a lag would be a nice idea.
Not what he intended.
That's a terrible start to the match. Well, that's not a very good shot either from Robertson, so probably going to enjoy a let off there.
Neil Robertson, 1.
So let off for us. No, not thin enough, but shot to nothing, so cue ball's back to the bulk area. Good safety shot in the end. Though he may have left this red, but it's tough. Don't think he went for that. And so we have got the first chance. First good chance. Or our first chance. But we need to pot this to get in, really. Done just that. And we're on the black. It's a good chance. Probably need to up my game in the first round, yes. But, yeah.
He's lining this up into the right
Let's
middle
just see what
pocket.
happens. Good shot.
8.
Hold for the black here.
Nice position on the black.
Obviously I'm not going for a 147 because the 147 isn't on. Because he's already potted a red, so...
Pressure perhaps? That should have been possible.
Don't know how that didn't go in. Suppose it's a matter of not hitting the power bar.
No.
But I kind of fully expected that to go in nonetheless. Pretty surprised with the outcome of that shot. I would expect to lose the frame from here.
8.
Against a top 16 player.
18.
But 1-0 down in a best of 25, yeah, not out of it. A very long match. First to 13 frames, plenty of time for a comeback. That doesn't mean I should relax. I want to take as many frames as I can early on to build myself a good lead and a solid position for the rest of the match. I don't want to have to, I don't want to have to come back from 12-5 down or something. And if I do come back from 12-5 down to win, that would be pretty impressive, but let's hope we don't get that far down. Let's hope we're not 12-4, 11-5 down going into the last, session, as you'd see in TV, the last 8 frame session. So in real life they play an 8 frame session in this, for the start. They'd play 2 sessions of 8 frames. Well, the first session would be 8 frames, second one would be up to 8 frames. So yeah, they'd aim to play 8 frames, but if the match is over before that point, then the match just ends. And the third session, if the match is still going, which it probably will be, for it not to be going, the score has to be 13-3 or worse, or heavier basically. So it's unlikely it's going to be 13-3, but yeah, the third session they'll play the remaining frames up to 9 frames basically.
50.
Yeah. I was going to say a few more pots for Robertson would secure the frame, but I don't think he was on anything, so. But he's got us in a nasty little snooker here, so it's pretty good for him. What is good for him. going to hit and hope here.
Simple escape route here.
Got out the snooker. Cue ball keeps running. Not really left much of a chance.
Avoid the fail. Think this is a half jump.
And I have left a pot into the middle.
1.
So yeah, one colour here. That doesn't do the job actually. Needs this red to do the job. Highly doubt he'll miss, but who knows. He has taken the frame now and he leads by 1 frame to 0.
Neil Robertson. Thank you. The second frame. Neil Robertson to break.
But he's given us a chance early on in the second frame. Got to take this chance. Get in, get settled down.
1.
First real scoring opportunity, you know, first like proper chance. You know, well, I can't really say that we had a really good chance in the first frame. Just blew it with that silly shot on the black. And, you know, we got one more shot in the frame. And it was a very tough... It was a tough snooker. It was a nasty snooker and very tough to leave the cue ball safe, really, so... Mistake very much cost me. Just about the right side of the blue here, just check this red pot, I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, that pot's the red that I'm looking at anyway. The one just above the black, really. Probably the best way of describing it. I think that's too soft. Now it's fine, we're on it. No, we're not on it, we're fuming about that. Oh dear, we're not on this red at all. That was way too soft. I'm gonna just kind of go for... But we navigated that really well.
He'll be thrilled with that. 13.
That wasn't the red that I played for, but it did go, just about. And this is the red that I played for, the red I'm playing for next. The question is, does the black spot? It doesn't, right, that makes this a whole lot more difficult.
Looking to play this with a lot of power. That's a good split.
Oh, it's a lovely split. It was a risky shot and it paid off, you have to say. Okay, we've left ourselves a tricky pink. But really not that tricky, really not a big price. It's a small price to pay for having such a good position, on having such a good spread of reds, I have to say. So this pink goes in and they've got a frame at our mercy. But big shot here. No. Oh. Just about goes in.
27.
Wobbles around in the jaws, but it does decide to deposit itself in the pocket eventually. Play up the table for the blue here. No point playing for the black because it's not going to get it back on its spot, and I think this blue's leading us back towards the reds, so I'm just going to go for the blue here. I know the black's worth more points. In real life I'd probably go for the black because I don't know if I'd continue the break for much longer, but then again I think the blue is a good way to continue the break. Because my breaks in real life aren't particularly high, they're about 12. No, sorry, not 12, 12's high break, 12's a really good break. It's not my highest break, my highest break's 30. But it's a very good break, 12 is like I get excited if I make a break of 8 or something. Now I feel like that's a massive points. So there's big points in that, but I think what was a good looking set of reds isn't so appealing now. Now that a lot of the easy ones are kind of gone. And that is a terrible shot.
36.
Really wasn't a balling shot. So we're going to need some sort of a recovery here. And what a recovery we pulled out there.
37.
Got a much better angle on the yellow to get to this red.
And this with a lot of power. 39.
Just want to check something for later. This red pots. Does it pot? Oof, that's tight if it does. I think I'm going to leave myself some sort of an angle on the blue here. I'm going to aim to leave myself some sort of an angle on the blue. Maybe much too hard there. Need this cue ball to slow down, need it to slow down, I think that's good, pretty good. I'd say that's a good result. It's a good result. Missing the power bar nearly caused me to miss the blue. I have knocked one more red out, which is a good thing. For me anyway. And bought another red out.
46.
Don't know if you'd say I bought two reds out there. Kind of depends if one pot, if the other one pots. So. Don't know about two, but I certainly bought one out, which is definitely good.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
So that's pretty good.
In it goes. Great technique, superb cueing. 48. He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. No problem there. Really impressive.
Now I didn't play for the pink, but if the pink goes, I'll go for the pink. No, it doesn't go. So does the red go? The red does go. So I'll go for the black here.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket. That's a top shot. That's a wonderful, wonderful pot. 56.
And the black has got onto a spot, which is most certainly a good thing. I'm going to just bring these reds out. I know what they say, don't bring a red out with a red, but I don't actually think I'm going to bring out any reds here, so probably just finding a gap through these balls.
In it goes.
That's not a foul.
He seems full of confidence at the moment. 57. So just the black needed. That's a really good split, and this is a real opportunity.
Well, we've won the frame, and we've got the balls out. We've got these reds out now. So every chance to go on and make the century.
This to drop gently into the
And that will seal the deal for the frame. Really remove any ideas Robertson may have of snookers, of coming back from snookers. Coming back for snookers. Yeah, he needs 4 snookers now. I don't think he comes back for that. I don't think a player comes back for that in this game. Maybe a top player might come back for 3, but only a top player, only a top 16 player. Maybe even only a top 4, I don't know. Robertson, I'm not sure what rank he is. I think he's number 4 in when I'm playing this game. That is Neil Robertson, not Jimmy. Just in case he's going to get all technical about that. So this has been a pretty good break.
72.
Pretty solid work. Never really looked in a weak position, which is kind of always what you want out of a break. Probably what you'd consider a strong break. And just to say that this was the weakest position, this is the weakest we've been in this break. In fact, there was that weak shot, we've had a had to play a cutback, and this is probably
79.
tougher than that cutback we've played, or as tough. But this will keep our hopes of the century alive. It's there. And, yeah, get onto this last red. Jobs are good in.
Nicely done. Good position to take on this pin. 87.
Need this to slow down. Has done. It's okay.
93. Just the colours remaining.
Oh,
95.
the poor shot. But it goes to the middle.
He's taking it on.
No, overcut it. That was very close, but a good attempt nonetheless. A break of 95 gives us the second frame, and we level up at 1 frame
Well
piece.
played to take that frame. Honours even, and this is
And yep, we're doing our favourite thing in this frame, breaking off. So good at these break-offs. Not. Cue ball, run.
Careless shot there.
Oh, we've left it on.
He'll be disappointed there. 1.
Well, it's end of break. Very early end of break.
Neil Robertson, 6. Fancies this red.
What a shot. Or should I say what a pot? Because that's all it's going to amount to unless I am willing to take this green, which of course I am because I'm too attacking for my own good. You know, after you win a frame like that, where you've been put in tricky situations,
That hasn't really worked
feel
out.
alright to take on anything. And maybe that's all it's going to amount to because, well, how daring am I feeling? I do feel confident. Maybe too confident for my own good. Maybe a little too confident for my own good, but I'm doing this. I don't know, but I'm doing it anyway, and that's a miss. It was good initially, man. I shouldn't have fiddled around with that angle, but never mind.
1.
He's left himself the angle, and with all intent, now you'd think he's going to take his frame.
8.
Let's just see what happens there. Hurry up.
Nine. 14.
And he's left himself another angle to split these remaining reds that are already tied up. And there you have it.
22.
They're all in the open now.
23.
You don't see him missing from here. You wouldn't think Mark King would miss from here.
30.
But, you know, if he does miss, got the frame at our mercy.
31.
Is that a snooker? Oh right, I thought he was on a colour.
37.
You kind of get a little bit, you kind of lose a little bit of focus when your opponent's doing all the work.
39. 46. 51. 52.
A few more pots from securing this third frame. Oh, he has secured it now, hasn't he?
Frame conceded.
There we go, he leads by 2 frames to 1.
That is the frame.
And he's breaking off for frame 4, hopefully we can take this frame and go to the mid-session interval at 2 apiece.
And we'll be pleased with that.
I've had a lot of matches against Robertson in this career mode, I think. Had 4 matches perhaps this season, so yeah. 2-1, 2 lost. We beat him at the International Championship and the European Masters. He beat us, Champion of Champions, and China Open. Don't know if we've had any other meetings.
That's the shocker.
But yeah, we have left him a good chance there. And he's taken his time over this one.
One. 6.
Is he on a red here? No, he's not.
6. Touching ball.
So, what do we play? Is the question. Can't just play the roll up like that. Could argue we got a free shot up to bulk, so could do anything we like. Just going to play onto the bolt cushion here. I think that's okay. Not sure. Yeah, I think that was a decent safety. That plank cost us in the last frame. It really did. A very unfortunate snooker match occurred last night. Michael White lost because Elliot Slessor. Michael White was out of the Championship League because Elliot Slessor missed a red. Like, just because Kyron Wilson pulled out a commentator's curse. Like, it was a tough shot and Kyron Wilson was like, oh yeah, I don't see him missing from here, and I was like, yeah, he's literally going to miss this now. This is a tough enough shot anyway. Doesn't help that you've just commentators cursed him. And then he misses and Kyron Wilson's like, oh, I've cursed him. Sounds a little bit superstitious, but I don't know if cursing is the right word. And it's more like jinxing it.
I want to get this cue ball close to the cushion.
No, before you ask, I'm not thinking of the plant. This is an intriguing safety battle, really. I think Robertson may just have won it with that shot. No? Good return. No red really pops, so it's going to take it's going to take an actual error really for... Oh right, I didn't see that. I love how I just said no red pots. And these top 16 players, they pot a lot, really. They don't miss much, even if the pot is really outrageous. So Kind of just going to have to sit and suffer now for leaving a long red on out of nowhere that we couldn't even see.
9.
Although I don't see how he's getting on a red from here. Okay,
16.
plays it like that, yeah he is. No, he didn't get on a red.
Neil Robertson, 16.
Just going to nestle into this one and hope not to leave a red. But I have left a red to the left middle, so that's end of frame, you'd think.
1.
Is he going to take this on? No, he didn't. I didn't think he'd take it on like that.
4.
These top 16 players do have a weird taste in shot, and well, this shot is the key.
12.
That went right, you'd think he'd won the frame, but it's not end of break yet, he might still cut this into left corner pocket. He didn't
Neil
though.
Robertson, 12.
And it is end of break now. For arguably Australia's greatest player, you'd have to say.
He's playing the safety and aiming to get the cue ball tight against the cushion.
Just literally knocked that up the table. Have left a red, but don't know if he'll take it. The cue ball in a pretty good spot. It's a consolation, but he is going for it, and he has missed it. And he has left it on. So that was a good safety, and it's going to get us in by the looks of it. This red, and I'm in.
The potential route back into this frame.
Red's there. Good shot.
1.
So, out of nowhere, we've earned ourselves a chance. Got to take this chance, really, if I want to, 2-2 would be nice at the end of this episode.
9.
Looking to catch these half ball.
Lots of power on this shot.
I'd say that's pretty
16.
good result. That's a pretty good result. We're on the blue. We're also on the yellow. I think the yellow's the wise choice here. Just because it's easier to get to a red and less chance of being snookered, so. Whew. Missing the power bar very nearly cost me
19.
there. But I got an away with that, I think you'd have to say.
Pace is very important. Nicely done. 20.
Right, I'm going to try a clever little shot here. If I bring these reds out, it doesn't matter if I'm not on any of these, because I might be on, I'll probably be on that red. I'll probably be on a red to left middle.
But he's not bad at all. Great.
And I'd say that was a pretty clever shot.
27.
A result that I have to say I'm happy with.
Well, it goes. Half a chance.
It's there.
Excellent pot.
It's a very good chance now.
28.
clear this red. Kind of opens up the frame a bit more.
Position looks good for a colour. 35.
Planted this red on the cushion here, I think.
Gently does it.
Wise choice, yeah. Good shot.
42.
Yeah.
Nicely onto the black. 43.
Ooh. Nice.
50. Dick is playing this with a lot of power.
Position was no guarantee there. I'm on the pink.
51.
And that red was probably better left alone. Because now I've put pressure on this shot.
Playing this with plenty of power. That's an excellent pot. Great cueing.
Well, that pretty okay result.
57.
Just played the snooker there.
He's played that very well.
So I've entered myself into a safety battle, really.
57. Foul and a miss. Ronnie
Just missed that.
O'Sullivan.
Think we've got a free ball.
Free ball.
I'll take the
Looks
free ball.
like he'll take the free ball here.
I'm nominating the green. So yep, looks like it is going to be 2-2. Unless something pretty outrageous is going to happen. Well,
1.
just going to drop this pink in.
He's taking this on.
If it goes in, then I'll win the frame. If it doesn't go in, then he earned on the red anyway, so it doesn't matter. It hasn't gone in.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
I still need this red. It's a careless shot, really, on the green. And I really need to win this frame because it will hurt to lose this one. I think I haven't played so well. I'll put it down to making to playing silly shots.
That's the result he was after.
It's a pretty good shot. Snooker, which he's missed by a very long way.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. Well, the ball's in his court, so to speak. Let's see
Forcing a
what he
retake
decides
there.
to do here.
I don't want him to play from there. I don't want to play from there. Got another free ball.
O'Sullivan, 4. Free ball.
Well, we have won the frame this time. That's a good result this frame, and we will be exiting this session very happily at 2 apiece.
1.
As things look at the moment. Oh yes, I'm not playing for the red. I played for the red there, but I'll play for a colour here. Let's drop this card. Let's drop this red in.
He's going for it.
Drop this yellow in,
Brilliant.
and this red would pretty much put the frame to bed. It needs 1 snooker to tie as it is, so this red makes that like 4 snookers. So, but no, stayed out. So
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 3.
don't think we're done just yet. But Robertson's safety, yeah, has been not very good, you have to say. Robertson's getting out of snookers has been absolutely appalling as per usual. We all know how bad Robertson is at it comes to getting out of snookers in snooker 19.
That's an excellent shot.
Dave said it's an excellent shot. I don't know what was so good about it. I'm just landing myself snookered now, so that's clearly not a good shot.
A foul here, his opponent will be right back in it.
No foul. Good news. But looks like we're going to be banging trouble in this next shot. No, we're not. Well, we are snookered, but we're not in as much trouble as I imagined. You're going to fluke a snooker? Are we going to fluke a snooker behind the brown? No. That's a shame. Ah, well, he's left this on. That should be the frame. This goes in. That'll be the frame. Thank you very much. And we level up at 2-all. Don't know how many times he said that. This is frame. This is pink, kind of guarantees it. If the red didn't already. 4 snookers, yeah. Don't think he'll come back for 5 snookers. So yeah, this has been a pretty good episode, you know. This has been a pretty good 4th frame. Played pretty well in it. Played some nice little shots. Got what I deserved, the frame in the bag. So yeah, it's a good result. That red and pink helps me to secure the frame.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
And it will be 2-all, I'd imagine.
Frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
And there you have it, 2 apiece going into the next episode. So if you have enjoyed, make sure to give it a thumbs up down below. It really means a lot to me. Subscribe to the channel for regular Snooker 19 content. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.